one and a two. Ah. Oh, yes. Well, you've probably figured out what we're doing today. We're gonna get the damn squirrel out of my clutch because it is annoying. Pretty much, I figured out where the squeak is coming from because I've been searched every single online thing. There were some people saying that it could be the firewall, but that was only like the 2008 and up. There was like a weld seam and the firewall that's really weak apparently, and that squeaks, but this one doesn't have that, so it wasn't that. I then thought it was the little shaft that goes to the clutch master cylinder. I've put so much grease on that and it's done nothing. So I then thought it was the clutch master. It wasn't that either. I had a theory on something else, and it's the only other moving part on the clutch. But it does require us to take, unfortunately, the clutch pedal off. My shoulder is cooked at the moment, so this could be interesting. I'm also not sure where I'm going to put the camera, because it's kind of not the easiest of places to record in. But I'll show you where I'm going to go at least, if I can't get the angle that I would like. But there is a bolt. I cannot fit both my head and the camera, but there's a bolt somewhere there that attaches to the clutch pedal bracket. There's a pin, I don't know if it's gonna be bright enough, but there's a pin right there. I'll probably have to like brighten this in editing. We have to pull that pin out, push that pin through, because that goes to our clutch master, so that's the little fork. We're gonna detach that, and then from the engine bay side, we're gonna undo, there's two bolts either side there. There it is. Don't lose that. But if you do lose it, it's pretty much just the same thing that they use on RC cars to keep the bodies on. So if you lose it, it's not like it's going to be hard to get another one. This bolt right here is the one that is squeaking. So there's the bushes in there that are giving me that awful sound. Also another thing, there is usually, where is it? On that back bit there, there's a spring that sits in there as well. This piece here. That's what I thought was squeaking at first. And I took it out and the squeaking continued. So it wasn't that. When you take this out, you'll have a much more progressive feel on your clutch. So the feeling you get is just the pressure plate. That's all you're feeling in the clutch pedal. So once you start getting used to that, shifting is much more enjoyable rather than having this on the clutch pedal as well. So we're gonna try and do this as gently as possible, so we're not dragging on that cruise control wire. Damn plane coming over as well. So what we're gonna do is just clean off the bushes on this, re-grease them, and hopefully that fixes our problem. Excuse the extremely dirty workbench at the moment. Alrighty, so we have a little pinion bush, I guess is what you could call that, and it's these things that I think that are making all the noise. I would suggest first trying to get the fork from the master cylinder line up, get the bolt through and the pin on, and then tighten up everything else. That's gonna need to go back up there so I can see. Cool. 2 more bolts, and they're the easiest. And then we're done. This is now my 3rd time recording this part of the video. The first time, the GoPro was taking a burst mode, not a video mode. The second time, my GoPro decided that it wanted to corrupt all of the footage and then delete it all. So I'm hoping this time it works. But we do in fact have a squeakless clutch pedal, as we can press it in, let it out, and there is no sound. So that little bit of grease on that pin and the bushes there means a much more enjoyable drive.